Right there guys, welcome back to another Dayz tutorial. So I want to show you how you can change your map tiers on your server. How you can maybe make, say something's a tier 4 and you want it a tier 3, or something's a tier 3 and you want it a tier 4, or you just want to remove a tier. I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, not in this video because I still need to get my head around it and learn it myself properly, how you can add tiers. So once I get my head around that, that will be in another video. But at least with this video, I can kind of show you the basics on, how you can change your tiers. Now, first things first, we want to basically go ahead and get the central economy files for this. If you're using a modded map, you're probably going to need to try and get in contact with the map modder, the creator of that map, and ask him or ask her, if they've got the central economy tools, so you can load up in the Dayz tools economy editor, so you can change your map tiers. But I'm going to kind of show you with the vanilla ones because I'm putting up a new Chernarus server, so I'm going to be working with Chernarus, and that's a vanilla map. Anyway, so if you're like me and you're using a vanilla map, so Chernarus, Enoch, stroke Livonia, or the new DLC Sakal map, you're going to want to go to this site. Now, you can simply just do what I did and just Google Dayz economy files, or you can go in the description box down below and I'll put a link to this site so you can download them yourself. Essentially, it's this one here, this Bohemia Interactive Dayz Central Economy. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to click on this green code box, and then we're going to download as a zip. Make sure you got some sort of like zip program where you can unzip these folders, and then you'll be good. Now I'm going to just download mine to my desktop. It is already there, but we're going to make sure we click the right desktop. And we're going to save that to my desktop. That will just download. That's going to just take a few moments with my terrible internet speed. Oh, there we go. That's downloaded. So once that's done, I can basically close out of the internet. Oh, get rid of that. And then we're going to want to find where that's downloaded to. For me, it's there. So Dayz Central Economy, it's this zip folder, and inside here is another unzipped Dayz Central Economy Masters folder. We're going to double click on that, and essentially what we need is the CE tool folder. So I'm just going to right click, I'm going to copy that, and I'm just going to paste that straight onto my desktop, just so we don't have to go into different folders, just so I got more of a direct access to it. Right, and then we're going to close out of that. So the folder I need is the CE tool. So I just showed you that, and I like I said, just put it on my desktop so it's easy access. Once we're done and finished, we can basically remove it anyway. Right, then what we're going to need to do is on Steam. So let me just bring my Steam over. You're going to want to make sure you've got Dayz tools. Now, most of you run Dayz servers probably have this, because Dayz tools is quite an important tool when running a serious like Dayz server. If not, just make sure you search for it. Make sure you're in the this little box where you can click games, soundtracks, and tools. Make sure you got like tools and games selected, and then you can search for it and then install it if you haven't. Once it's installed, you can simply just click launch. Right, and then once it launches, for your first time, it might come up with an option. Do you want to launch Dayz tools? Make sure you click on the box to launch Dayz tools. There is an option where it says, do you want to have this as your like default thing, always load it, and I've clicked that. That's why mine automatically comes up with Dayz tools. Right, inside here, we want to click economy editor, and then we're going to let this load up. Now, once this is loaded up, if we click file at the top, we'll click load, and then we're going to find that CE folder that we just put on our desktop. And simple way to do this is you should be able to click on your name, your folder for your computer. You'll have a username, and then find, for me it's desktop, so just basically find where it is on your computer. I'm going to double click desktop, and there we can see near the top CE tool, and we're going to double click on that, and there's the three maps I said: Chernarus, Enoch, stroke Livonia, or Sakal. We're doing Chernarus, so I'm going to double click on Chernarus, and then what we want is the ChernarusPlus.xml. If again you're using, let me just go back to say Enoch, you'd want the Enoch.xml, so you kind of get the picture. Right, Chernarus, and then we're going to double click on that, and then it's going to load up everything. Right, there we go. Now, first things first, I kind of, it's showing you some stuff here. Oh, if you press Control and scroll wheel up or down, it will zoom in or out, so you can kind of see more of the map. You'll see stuff that's got here highlighted. Sorry. So some of these are like animal spawns, zombie spawns. So what I'm going to do, at the right here, you can see it's got all the drop down. We've got fox territory, and it's got the foxes selected. So if we untick that, all these little orange spawn points, which are the fox spawns, they'll go off the map. And then we should just be able to do the same. We'll just click on these arrows. You see these little down arrows? We'll click on them, so it just shortens everything, compacts it, and brings it up. And like so. Oh, hang on, that one. Right, what else have we got on here? Okay, the other things are these things on the left. So we're going to click this hide all button. There we go, and everything's gone off the map. So we can now see the map for what it is. Now, what we want to see is the tiers. So on the left here, we got Fire Flag underscore tier 1, all the way down to, well, all the way down to unique. So we'll just click all them, and we'll kind of see what is what. Right. So, for me personally, I kind of want to keep tier 1 the same, minus sort of this bit. All this coast bit, I just want tier 1. This blue bit at the right here is Skaliski Islands. That for me will probably be a tier 3. And then this will kind of probably be the same. The main thing for me I want to change is like the Northwest Airfield. This is all going to be tier 3. I just want Tizzy, and I think, is it Commence Military Base, which is up here somewhere. That's going to be a tier 4. So that's what we're going to kind of do. So what I'm going to do is, now with these all ticked at the top left here, the one that I want to change, so for example, we're going to start with tier 1. I'm going to click on it, and you can see now it's highlighted in this blue bar or blue box. Down the bottom here, there's a paint mode. We're going to click on that. Now, I need to remove some of these tiers. So we can see we've got some unique tiers here. These kind of like more, I want to say limey yellow, but not. These more kind of fainted yellow kind of things. These are unique tiers. I'm not actually kind of sure kind of what's there. We'll probably just keep them as they are. I think they're kind of more, I don't know, for these toxic things. I don't know. So we'll keep them. But what we want to do is we want to remove, if we press Control and scroll in, we've got a tier 2 here as well, and a tier 3. And this looks like it's just Cherno. Looks like there might be, I think there's a bit of military in Cherno, right? But for me, that's just going to be tier 1. So we need to select the tiers that is. So to start with, well, we'll keep it on tier 1. And then if we use, once we're in this paint tool, you can, over the right here, we can change the size of this. There's a brush tool. So if we make it smaller, you can see the yellow thing smaller. If we make it bigger, we can make it bigger, and that will probably do. So then if we just hold right mouse button and just drag over that, that's going to get rid of that. Oh, it's got rid of some tier 1, which I didn't really want, but that's fine. We'll paint that all back in. We're then going to select tier 2, and we're going to hold right click and drag. That's going to get rid of that darker blue area. And then we've got a tier 3, this purple one. So we're going to click tier 3, and we're just going to right click over that and get rid of that. I'll keep the unique, that's fine. I need to kind of figure out what they actually are, really. What spawns are unique, because maybe I might move that. Now, I want to put these, let me just control, mouse wheel zoom out. Have we got anything more up here? That is already tier, no, we want that tier 3, I think, Skaliski. So, if we just zoom in a little bit more, if we click tier 2, make it a bit bigger, and we kind of want to get rid of, press the wrong button, right mouse button to delete, and then we'll get rid of that, right, like so. Now we need to paint them back in, so we need to tell this part of the map, this needs to be a tier, otherwise there's going to be no loot there. And we want that to be tier 1, so we'll click tier 1, and we'll just paint that back in. Probably went over a little bit of the unique one. That's fine. Oh, actually, there we go. Right, that's fine. And then we can do the same. I kind of went over. Oops. There a little bit. Right, and then we'll just paint that back in. Oh, accidentally press right mouse button. Okay, if it overlaps a little bit, that's fine. Right, now, if you want to make something multi-tiered, so say, there's like, I don't know, bloaters down here. I think this is bloater, the bloater airstrip. Say I wanted that tier 1, tier 2. It's already tier 1. I can simply just click tier 2 and I could paint in that as well. So there is a tier 1 there and there's a tier 2. I actually don't want that. I just want this all to be tier 1. So that's how you can make something multi-tiered as well. Just go over it with each tier, but make sure you do select the tiers. Right, then the next thing is, so tier 1, that's going to be tier 2. This Northwest Airfield, this is all going to be tier 3. So we're going to click, no, we're going to click tier 2. Alright guys, so just a quick voiceover, just so this doesn't drag on too much. You kind of get the idea of how you can make a different part of the map a different tier. So I'm just going to finish off so this doesn't drag on too much longer. I'll be back with you once I've sorted my map edits out, and then we'll go on with the next step of the video. Alright, so finally found where Commence military base was. So I've gone ahead and done what I need to do for now. So we've got Tizzy and Commence as tier 4, all this tier 3, your tier 2 and your tier 1, kind of sort of default, I haven't really done much there. And then Skaliski is tier 2. Now, I need to go into Dayz editor and do some map edits, I think, at Skaliski. So that will probably be a tier 3 eventually. We'll see. I also think there's another little island down here somewhere, which I may make a tier 3 or tier 4. But for now, we've done simple map edits, so you can kind of see, you know, what we've done. Now, once you're done, click File, Save and Export All. Now, I've already done this, so I'm not actually going to do it. Just put it on your desktop. So find, like, your desktop. If it says open, just click open there. So it actually opens your desktop. And then what you want to do is you want to give it a name. Make sure it's .xml. But call it whatever you want, as long as you know what it is. I'll just call my new map tiers.xml. And I've already got it. You can see it's already there. But just click save. We'll just save it. We'll replace it. It's fine. Then that bit is done. If you want to open this back up and you want to make more map edits, you can actually go to File. Oh, okay, it's now not responding. Essentially, you click File. Doesn't want to work. Load, and then find the location that you've just saved and exported that .xml to. So for me, it was on my desktop. So find it on your desktop, and you can just double click on it, and it will load up for you with all your map edits. So that's how you can get it back open. Oh, I think it's working. I'll show you. So file load, find wherever you saved it to, and mine is right there. New map tiers, and you just double click on it, and it reloads everything that you've done. There we go, just like so, and we can actually click, just see, look, click tier 4, that's that. Right, now what we've done, we're going to close out of this. Yep, close out, we don't need that. We are going to go to our file explorer, go to your desktop, and it should create a map folder. Go into this map folder, and then there is our new map tier. So new map tiers, and it creates a .map file. Now this, I'm going to need to change it, but I'll do that in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and I'm just going to copy that. Now I'm just going to go, I've got it open, my server. So you want to find whatever server you're doing. So I'm already inside it. So we're in my dayzoffline.chernarus plus mission folder. Essentially, right, we should have a map file here. Where am I looking? Yeah, area flags dot map. So we're going to need to, if I right click here and if I right click paste, now this might take a bit of time because I'm going from one sort of desktop to another. So I'm just going to let this do. It is a big file. Once this is done, this will upload a what did I call it? New map tiers dot map file. Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it to area flags dot map. So the default area flags dot map, I would copy that somewhere. I'll go and put that somewhere as backup. So if you do make a mistake anywhere, you've got the original backup there. So once this is done, I will get this and I'll go and make a backup somewhere on my server's desktop and put that there. And once I've done that, I would then remove it and then I would call it, the new one that I'm uploading now will be area flags dot map. I'm going to let this do. Of course, I'm going to come back and show you, but I don't want you to sit here and wait for this. So let this do and I'll be right back. Right, okay, that is now uploaded. So new map tiers dot map. That took literally probably just about a minute and a half, to be fair. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this default areas flags dot map. And remember, area flags dot map. So I need to remember when I change that, all lowercase. But I'm going to right click on that. I am going to copy. Right, I could click cut if I wanted to. I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to, on my desktop, oh, we've got an area flags dot map already there. I'm just going to create a new folder. Backup area flags dot map. Right, then I know what that is. I'm going to go inside there and I am going to paste in the default one. I'm presuming this is a default one anyway, but just in case, I've got that there. I could probably actually delete that, to be fair. Right, so that's a backup. So then what I'm now going to go back in them files. I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to delete. If I was to click cut, once I paste it into that new folder I created, it would delete it anyway. But I'm just going to delete that because, oh, hang on. I do need to make sure my server stopped. Now, I haven't set up loot. This is, even though I got a few mods on that already on here, it was a server that I was working on a different map. On Chernarus, I've not actually set anything up, so I can't really go in and show you in game that I got tier 4 loot working. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. But it will be, and yeah, and that kind of side of things I can't really show you because I am, like I said, I haven't set up my loot file. So that's now stopped. We're going to try again to delete that. That's gone. And it's now gone off the map. And then we're going to rename this one to area flags.map. And then I'm just going to push enter. Just like that. And then we'll just make sure it was area flags. Yeah, area flags with the S on. That is fine. There we go. There we go, and then that is essentially it. That is now our new map uploaded into our server. I will start the server and log in just so you can make sure it is working. Right, we'll let that start up. So let me just let it start up. It'll only be 30 seconds, and I'll log into the server so you can see. Yeah, we can actually get in, and nothing is messed up in terms of that. Okay, so we've jumped in on the server, and I just did it off camera because I did want to prove to you guys, because I like to show these things work, is I have actually gone into my types file and I've just quickly edited the M4 A1 to be a tier 4. Now, anyone that goes in your default files, especially on Chernarus, the M4A1 is set to as a usage of contaminated, so it is only set to spawn in contaminated areas. We've changed it so it spawns at military and at tier 4. So if we put up our map, not our map, our admin tools, and I've just quickly loaded this up, make sure it works, that's why we're already on the M4, and we're going to click get item details. You'll see we've got a couple here at commence military base. Oh, it's actually Troitsky military base, but it's kind of commenced military base. I think this one is, that's the little, this commenced military, that's the little just industrial mine shaft thing. This is the main sort of military base. So we've got 2 that's there, and we set 15 in total. There's 15 spawned, so in my types file there's 15. And then we've got another 13 over here in Tizzy, where the set spawn, and we'll zoom out, no more over the map. So you can kind of see it works, and these M4s, like I said, you can go and check your default files. M4s aren't set to spawn in tier 4. So you can kind of see our tiers as worked. Anyway, that's it for now. Until next time, guys, have fun and peace out.